I am away from my craft room, so I brought my paper pumpkin that had arrived last week, and I've opened it, as you can see. I've looked at it, but I haven't played with it yet, and so I wanted to go through and show you, for those of you who are new, show you what a paper pumpkin is. For those of you who have paper pumpkins, craft with me. I'm going to do one of each of the meant to do cards, and then I'm actually going to do a scrapbook layout. I have been really inspired by all these close to my heart makers that have joined Stampin' Up, and I wanted to try and make a 12 by 12 layout. So instead of doing, sometimes I'll do alternative cards. Maybe I'll do one later down the road while I'm away. But for now, I want to do a scrapbook layout, and I'll just show you ways that you can use your paper pumpkin kit for that. Paper pumpkin is a subscription. You can purchase 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. The more months you buy, the bigger the discount. If you buy it when there's free shipping, or you buy it when there's, I don't know if there's a percentage off that you can, but the free shipping is a great deal. Or even if you become part of the team, you become a demonstrator, you can get a discount on your paper pumpkin. So lots of ways to save money. They used to be $35 a month, including shipping. I feel like they might be a little bit more now because the shipping went up. Everything went up last year. I can't tell you for sure where they are at. I don't even have my catalog in front of me. So that was kind of silly on my part. But it is once a month. So if you buy, say, a 6-month or 12-month subscription, they usually put out promotions that show what the next month is going to be, and then you can decide if that's a theme or something that looks like something you want. If you don't want that month, you can put your subscription on hold and then just turn it on again when you are ready to get another one. So if you don't want one every month, you don't have to get one every month. It usually comes in a box like this. Some months they have special boxes that are pretty and flowery, or whatever the theme may be. This month's is Time for Cake, so it was a birthday one, so I thought that one seemed fitting and I liked the colors. The other thing that they've started doing is they've started doing die cuts. So for the more, like, this is great for beginners because it has everything you need. Your very first subscription will come with a D block, which is this size. It's not, this is the blocks that you buy in the catalog. The one for paper pumpkin is slightly thinner and doesn't have these nice finger grooves, but it does come with a block, so you have everything you need. You just have to remember to grab your block if you're going somewhere, because it doesn't come in the box every month. You can purchase these dies now on the side, and it's for every 3 months. So each one of the dies coordinates with one of the kits. So this one was for, this one's August. This one was July, this one's August, and I believe this one's September. So unfortunately I did not get July, and this one actually cut the outline of a stamp that's in there, and they ran out. So I don't have it, but that's okay. The dies are reasonably priced. I think they're around $13, so they're quite good. This month says Hooray as part of the birthday theme. And yeah, so let's get, oh, and before I forget to mention, August we have the Designer Series paper on sale, and the annual catalog Designer Series paper. It's 15% off, and use your bonus day coupons from July this month if you have some. Don't forget to use them because it's only in August. So there's always an instruction. So when this is sealed, the instructions come on the back. So if you're looking everywhere and you didn't see them, they're on the back, all packaged inside. So we have the instructions. And this month, the other special part of the kit was it came with an extra stamp set. So not only do you get the stamp set, let's see if I need a dark piece of paper. I don't know, can you see that better maybe? It comes with all the stamps that you need for making your cards. But so this month it came with an extra stamp set, and I really wanted this one when I saw it because it's numbers. You can never have too many numbers with birthdays. And then it has this nice banner as well. So it came with an extra stamp set. It comes with this rose gold ribbon, string, I guess you would call it. And then let's see, and it came with the Night of Navy Stampin' Spot. So every paper pumpkin comes with a Stampin' Spot, which is your ink. And if you do 12 months, they guarantee that within those 12 months, doesn't matter when you start or when you end, it won't have a duplicate color. If you have it for multiple years, you probably will get duplicate colors. They do have kind of standard colors that they go with. But hopefully over the years you can kind of collect over time. Oh, I should have pulled this out. So it has the inserts to show you what the stamp sets are, which is kind of nice if you want to store your stamp sets separately. It has the printed pieces. Then it comes with dimensionals. And it comes with all the pieces and parts for 3 cards of each. So this is for this one. And then you've got envelopes that are printed. You've got pink and you've got purple. There's 3 missing because I pulled them out. I was fiddling around. And then you've got the card base for this for 1. So I'm going to pull out, as I should be. Let's do this. I'll pull out one of these, one of these, one of these, and we'll set the rest of these aside as we go. And then we've got this one, which is kind of cool. It's a nice long candle with the metallic fire candle light. And then you've got another card base. And then you've got all these punch out pieces and parts. So we'll take out, so 3 of these or 2 of these? 2. There's the hooray, and there's these little glue dots. I prefer to use my Stampin' Seal or glue, so I'm just gonna set these aside. This I don't need, and then we'll need some of this. Isn't this cute? All the nice foiling. I really wish Stampin' Up would come out with some foiling. I put it into their suggestion box because that or more metallic embossing folder, metallic ink, however you want to do it. I just like to have without depending on their, you know, like it would be nice to replicate this. So if I go into the instructions, I can figure out kind of what I need for each of the cards. So it looks like I need 3 of these for, let's put these together, things that go together. So we've got these 2, and then we've got 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Then we need, I think that is all of the punch. Oh, and we need one of these for that. Then for this one, let's move this over. Sorry, you need to be prepared to be seasick since my table is very wobbly. It's just part of makeshift stuff. Okay, do I need 3 of these? Oh, depending what theme you want to go on. I think you can do kind of one of each as well. Yep. So let's go with one of these, one of these, and one of these. Or should we do just a confetti cake? I don't know. I think let's go with confetti. I'm gonna go traditional. Like so. Okay. And what else do we need? We need one of these. One of these. A fork. Isn't this cute? The fork. It's in metallic. And I think that's it other than stamping. Oh, and we need the hooray. I'll just put, because this is a sticker, I'll just set it all together, set that one aside. And then for this one, we need a banner. We need one of these. We need one of these, one of these, one of these. I think that is all out of there, so we can set that aside. Okay, now we can make one of each card. So let's start with card number 1 here. And if we come to the instructions for card number 1, they lay it all out for us. It shows that you're supposed to stamp the 2 candles over here. So, oh, I didn't keep the stamp sets out. Kind of put them away. Okay. Let's see, so we need the long one. There's only 2, so that's easy enough to figure out. We need like one here and one here. And then we'll just, oh, it's gonna fit. Okay. And then we need to do that in Night of Navy. So the way I open my stamping spots is I usually only open one side, and I run my scissors along the, I know, dangerous, along the edge. Usually, this feels more plasticky than it used to be. I might have to, oh, there we go. It was just missing. So then it just opens and closes like this. If you want the lid out of the way, you can totally take it all the way off. This is my preference, and I forgot to, so it helped, so I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of beading because it's a new stamp. I'm just gonna take a piece of scrap here. Stamp that off. And actually I'm gonna run my fingers so it gets the oil. Usually you don't want to get the oils and grease from your finger off on stuff, but in this case you do. It's kind of like priming it so then the ink can stick. Another trick to doing that if you're having troubles is to stamp it in Versamark first and then put the ink on, and then usually you'll get a good impression, or it'll be well inked. And then we need the little flame. So we have the flame, Once again, I didn't prime it. And with it being photopolymer, it's easy to see where to line it up. Yeah, so it'd be cool if we had rose gold embossing powder. We have gold embossing powder. And then it shows that we need to stamp these 3 candles here. So while I have my candle on my block, I may as well stamp these. My chamois. I'll take this big one off. Oh, you know what? I used the wrong one. This was supposed to, I thought it seemed long, but I didn't see the other one. Oh well, it's okay. There's 3 candles in the set, which is kind of nice. 3 different sizes. That's one. If you have the large ink pads, you can always prefer to use them. You can always use those. I brought a few large ink pads, but in different colors. I was very limited in my space, so I tried to just kind of bring what I thought maybe I would need. Okay, so now I don't know if you can see that even. We're so far away, and sometimes the camera zooms in, sometimes it doesn't. There's no knowing what's gonna happen these days. So we've got that, and then we just need to stamp the lost count. Now you totally don't have to put you could put make a wish, you could put, let's just see what kind of space we have here, because I did use the wrong one. I do have a bit more room, but let's see, lost count fits very nicely there. So prime. So again, if you wanted to change this up, you could use one of the other colors. I believe they list the coordinating colors somewhere here. Oh yes, so on the back, it has coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors. So Moody Mauve, Night of Navy, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pretty in Pink, Wild Wheat, and Rose Gold are the coordinating colors. If you're wondering what other colors you could bring in, that's kind of what coordinates. Now, it kind of shows you how to fold it. I'm not totally sure here how this goes, but we will make it up as we go along. Does that make sense? Like this? It almost feels like it should go the other way. Nope. So it has the blue, and then the candles. So it goes this way. And then it looks like we need some string, and it says 18 inches of string. And if you notice, there's a handy dandy ruler right on the instructions. Oops, as I'm pushing everything around. So you can measure your 18 inches. And it's not really that you have to measure to make sure, like that you can't just measure your own. It's more if you want to know that you have enough, you'll have enough for everything at the end. So then it shows you also where to put your adhesive. So I like to kind of break up my package so it's easier to grab the dimensionals. And then I'm going to put so the 4 around here, oops, and then it looks like there's 3 on either side of the string. So I'm gonna go 1, 1, oh, might have to close. It's kind of a bit of a dreary, misty kind of day. So I opened up the windows. It's always so hot, but sounds like my boys are awake. Some of them anyways. Unfortunately, we don't have the whole crew here. Would have been nice, but can't always have everyone. It's kind of becoming the... So make sure your dimensionals are pushed down all the way, because when you go to pull off the paper, if it's stuck down, it's easier to pull them off. Otherwise, you end up pulling up the dimensional and it gets frustrating. And if you're like me that doesn't have nails, sometimes it's even harder. Okay, so got that. And then we need our card base. Oops, and this goes this way. And then this goes centered. Like so. And then my string still can slide freely. So that's good. Then we need to stamp Make-A-Wish on our little banner here. Oops, upside down. And again, just kind of get whatever leftovers from the factories on there. Some people say there's like a film, or they wash it with something that can kind of create a bit of a film. So that just helps so that your ink can do a better job. And then, oh, I forgot to put my little, what do you call them? Candles. Okay, and does it tell me? So it shows, I don't know if you can see, the candles, it shows that there's 2 dimensionals on each one. I think, yeah, there, it's not, oh, maybe it's dot. No, I think it's dimensionals. Guess we'll find out if it fits here in a second. I'll line it up so it's on the flat sides, or on the sides. Like so. Like so. Okay. Hopefully it's just a quiet day and everyone's on vacation, so I'm not seeing any comments. So hopefully I'm not ignoring you, and it's just maybe there's no one watching. that's okay. If you're watching the replay, you can say hi, you can ask questions. I do check to see. Love to hear from you. Okay, so we've got those on. Then we need our tag here. Like so. Oh, I'm really talented today. It's supposed to go this way. Okay, I'm going to use this on a different one. Because really it's nice if it can cover, well, maybe I'll try and, let's see if we can fudge this. You know, I always say, the person getting your card does not know what it was supposed to look like. So you can always kind of fudge it. Let's see. Oh, we probably want to go the other way. This way. Right. And this. I'm making this look a lot more complicated than it actually is. So if I put my knot over here, then I can... They give you plenty of string to work with that 18 inches. So you don't have to worry about that. And then you can kind of go like that. And I would just, if you've got a messy end like that, you can cut that off, but I would leave it long so that the person can tie it back up if necessary. So that's the first card. Next, we've got the cake card here. Let's see, we need to stamp our candle again. Puppy in the background. She was so funny yesterday. We were out boating, and normally we would, well, we started taking her with us now that our other one has passed. But we were test driving a boat yesterday, so we couldn't bring her. And so I left her in her room, which normally she's fine, but she decided yesterday that she was gonna lock herself in the bathroom somehow. And so the first time she was just so crazy that we were home, and I think she was just happy to get out of there. And then we left a second time, and I put her in thinking, okay, and I made sure she was on the bed and gave her treats. And came back. We weren't gone very long that time. We came back and all I could hear was barking as I came up to the house. And yeah, she had locked herself in the bathroom again. I don't know what she was thinking or doing, but yeah, silly girl. To do it once was one thing, but to do it twice? Now I don't know if I should leave her in there, or maybe I have to leave the bathroom door closed, but I usually leave it open because the tile is nice and cool, so if it's hot out, then she can cool off on the tile, but I don't know why the door is closing on her. I'm crazy. So oops, let me do this bottom one so then I know how to space the middle one. I find that usually works better when you've got three and you're trying to get them kind of somewhat evenly spaced. Then you can kind of space the top and the bottom, and then you can get that space kind of more even in the middle. So I've got my cake down, I've got my candle, and we need the hooray. Sorry, I'm gonna close this door right away here. Hooray. And then we need It's Time for Cake on this piece here. I wonder if it will fit on here. Not quite. We need this one. So you can see the D block kind of just fits everything. So that's why they make sure that whatever is in the paper pumpkin will fit onto the D block. So you don't need other, it's nice to have multiple blocks so that you don't have to, like, you can put them, you don't have to pull them on and off every time, or if you're organized, you can like do all your stamping first and then put things together. That's another way to make it work. So according to the instructions, these ones are dimensionals. You could pop up the cake pieces too, but I think that might look funny because it's supposed to be on the cake. I like these colors because it's kind of feminine, but it also would work, like especially this one would totally work for a guy. They might like this one too. Oops, I know my boys like pink and purple. And we just want to make sure that's straight. And then we need the fork, and the fork, it has 2 dimensionals on it, and again, you do not have to follow if you don't want to. You could glue it straight down if that was your preference. Okay, we've got our second card. Beanie. Now on to the third one. So we'll go to this last page here, and it looks like we need to stamp a couple of balloons onto our card. Clean that off. And there's 2 balloons on the stamp set, so put one on one side and one on the other. And again, we'll just kind of give it a bit of priming. And it looks like the flowery balloon comes over, no, where does it go? Oh, up here, where the space is. And we went down here. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so put one here. And one here. And then on the other side, we'll put one here. One here. Okay. And then we need our balloons, our 3 balloons, and we need to stamp the happy birthday. So let's stamp the happy birthday before we, because that'll need dimensionals as well. Okay, probably I'm going to need this spot here, because So we want, so here's a trick. Like, this might already be the perfect, actually it looks like they've already set it pretty good for us. If it's not quite rounded as much as you'd like, these photopolymers are nice and easy to bend, but I feel like it was pretty good the way it was. You can always test it out if you don't want to use it on one of the banners. That would have been nice if they had a cutout for the banner, but let's see. Yeah, that's pretty nice. A nice arch there. Hi, Marcy. Have you gotten your paper pumpkin? I hope I'm not ruining it for you. There, oh yeah, it fits perfectly. It doesn't look as arched as the banner, but it does end up working out. Okay, so then on this one, it says just regular glue. So I will actually hold off on that. We'll put our dimensionals on our balloons. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Oh, you know what? I just realized how crooked. Did this turn? I don't think it was crooked before. I think my setup is, sorry for the crooked videoing with my primitive videoing here. So I took a putter. I was looking for what I could use to attach my phone to because I didn't bring my my usual setup. And then so I was looking around and I thought, oh, a putter upside down could hold my phone. I could tape my phone to it or something. And so I taped the putter to the table. It's just a folding table. And then, where's my other balloon? I taped another, just like a dry erase board to the putter because it wasn't coming out far enough to show you, like it was way back on the table and I would have had to work at the back of the table. And yeah, I feel like it's slowly kind of falling to the side, but you know, what can we do? Just kind of worked out that it's rainy today, and so I thought, oh, I'll do my life. I brought this just to kind of to entertain. I really missed my crafts last time we were out, and I meant to bring a paper pumpkin or some kind of kit, and I completely forgot. Not so that I could do a live, just so that I would have some crafting, and I was very excited to get back home to my craft room. It's my happy place. Okay. Right? Putters, you know there's lots of golf clubs hanging around. Your kit's in Canada. All right. When do you get binge? Oh, so obviously you're back by Sunday. I am so looking forward to getting together and seeing you in person. It's been a long time. I was gonna say, are you nervous about leaving your kiddo at school? But really, he's been away, and you've already done it once before, so it's still never easy to say goodbye to your kids. All right, there's supposed to be some more. I keep wanting to call it ribbon, string, thread. whatever you want to call it. And what I like to do is I like to make the bow while it's still attached, and then it's, ooh, once you go crazy on your bow, it's much easier. You have more room to wiggle. Tighten, and then I can, and for this one, I actually need to use the little glue dots that I set aside. This is making me think I was gonna, oh no, I think I forgot my Take-A-Pick tool. I was thinking of getting rid of my dots, to you, Marcy, actually, because I know you said you always like to use them. But I was also running out of glue dots the other day, and I was going to order more, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, why would I order more? I can just pull out all the dots out of, although the dots don't have the two-sided whatever, but I'm sure I could pass on some of them to you, because I think all my boxes still have them, if you want them still. You might enjoy having some liquid glue now that you'll be in Canada for a bit. All right, so that's card number 3. We've got the cards done. Now on to the fun part. Making things up. I hope this isn't gonna, what time is it? Oh, it's already 1:45. Wow. That's like 15 minutes, not quite. I talked first. Almost 15 minutes a card, maybe 10 minutes a card. But you could do all 3 and then you'd be done, and that's it. But, so, okay, I'm gonna put these aside, and then let's move, actually, before I move that, I'm gonna stamp a few of these candles here. Before I put everything away. So Marcy, you probably didn't hear me. I was saying I'm gonna try and do a scrapbook layout of 2 12 by 12 pages using the paper pumpkin. I've been inspired by all these Creative Memories makers that, or Creative Memories, close to my heart, makers that have joined Stampin' Up. And they've been posting all these beautiful layouts, and it just makes me, so I'm a card maker through and through, but I've always wanted, hold on. I like the idea of scrapbooking. I'm always torn, like, do I go digital? Stampin' Up had digital stuff for a while. Oh, you bought, awesome, decorative floss, okay. You bought the liquid glue, there you go. So now when I'm happily gluing away, you can glue away too. Okay, I'm still trying to come up with the exact details of our club. I was thinking the third Tuesday or Thursday of each month. Maybe I'll have to put it in and see. All right, is that all I'll probably want to do more stamping, but I'll just take that out again if I want it. You don't need this. I probably need some pieces out of here though. Let's just, I'll take one of these. so that I can take out my 12 by 12 pieces. Okay, so I did a little bit of thinking. I haven't set anything yet. Marcy, you were a scrapbooker. Maybe you can help me along. Okay, so I've got my basic picture sizes. I don't have any pictures printed. Obviously, I don't have a printer here, and I was not on the ball enough to print them out. I was looking because I realized I thought these were 12 by 12, and they are more than 12. Not 12 by 12, but they're more than 12 inches long. But you have this white part, which I don't love. So I was trying to find, I didn't bring any designer series paper with me, but my mother-in-law has a whole stash of Stampin' Up stuff here. And I happened to find the Wildly Flowering designer series paper, and it matches this perfectly. It's got the Moody Mauve, it's got the Wild Wheat, it's got, well, it's got crumb cake, but either way, it's like the perfect kind of pieces if I want a 12 by 12 piece in here. But not everybody has extra pieces and parts, so I'm going to try and do this solely with paper pumpkin, and then maybe I brought some 8.5 by 11, which I wish I would have had 12 by 12, but I haven't purchased 12 by 12 in a long time. I used to when they had their scrapbook kits, and I believe September is when they are releasing a bunch of scrapbook stuff. So they have been selling the Close to My Heart stuff that they bought to Close to My Heart makers and their customers. It just opened up to everybody as of August 20th. So you can go on my online store and there's a section called Close to My Heart, and it has the products in there that is still available. And then as of September, I think it's September, they are supposed to be releasing some Stampin' Up brand like stickers. There's supposed to be stickers that go with the new mini catalog. There's 2 suites in there that's going to have sticker sheets that go with. There's going to be, I don't know what else there's going to be. They've kept it pretty tight-lipped. So anyways, I'm excited to see what comes. So I brought a selection of cardstock to maybe put behind as mats, whatever I can do. So I was trying to think how I was going to make this part work, and I think I might cut like a banner and then just put a piece of colored cardstock here. I'm going to cut it at 12 to start. If I can find my cutting here. Mr. Blade. There we go. Make sure that's still at 12. And then you've got a nice piece of candles either way. Now, another option for this is I could cut this in half and put a strip of this at the bottom and a strip of this at the top. So the candle tops are at the top versus being hidden. I don't know. And I think, see, I wish there was a way to get the white on this side, because I'd love to turn that. Yeah, that's the only downfall. I might go here and do something different. Patchwork it maybe? Okay, I'm gonna cut it at 12. Okay, let's see. So if I want to bring it over here, I could cut this off and move it over, or I could just start it here. I don't know. What about, okay, so what do we want? Do we want to mix and match like Moody Mauve and some Night of Navy? Or do we want them all the same? Maybe the little one could be different. I think I like the blue. Okay, so there's a bunch of 4x6s, so we want to go to 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So 6 1/4 would be 12. No, can't get 2 there. So if we go 6. Right, and then we can do, yeah, where's 6 1/4 on here? Boy, that's hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. It's a really hard spot to see. And then if we cut this at 4 1/4, we should have 2 mats that are now the right size. Oh, before I do that, I didn't want to use, I said I wanted to use mostly, here I am, making I wanted to use the paper pumpkin as much as I could. So, this isn't quite big enough, so I could use this on the 4x4. And then on this side, I think I want to use the cake, so we'll save that, but we could use this side as a, let's see, move that. Maybe we want a smaller picture over here. Or we could just something like that, maybe. But then I'm burying all the... Okay, so what if we used... We could do a partial mat and use half of it. Or we could use the whole thing, but then it has a groove in it. Let's cut this. This, and then this. And then, so the other option we have, and I'm not sure, I think it would still be small, but you can cut open the envelopes and use the designer series paper on the inside. So if we want to need the white parts. And then you've got some nice designer series paper here. And you've got this flowery one. You've got this pink one, and you've got this one. This one is really pretty as well. I want to use that one. So once again, we could that doesn't quite cut it. Actually, I think what we want to do, any input here would be great. I like the full matte, which is a problem because I said I wasn't going to see, and then the blue on the blue doesn't quite. I wonder if we used like the wheat. That's too busy. Too busy. Busy, busy, busy. Okay. This would be better like somewhere here. Maybe something like that. And then let's cut this. Where did my cutter go? Okay, so this is just over 4 1/4. I wonder if we should reverse this because of the white here. Maybe not. See, this is why I was thinking of cutting this, because otherwise I'd lose, like I could have my candle tops. So I could have half down here and half up there. What do you think? Strip of this with candles throughout. There, and we've got some balloons. can take our strips here. Oh, we have no more confetti on that strip. I'm pretty sure there was another confetti strip. There we go. Okay. I feel like this needs something darker. Need the blue, I think so. So we need 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So it helps if you have some extra cardstock, but you can make do. You could just make smaller, don't do full 4 by 6 pictures would be the key. You could do, what are these? I don't have a ruler. Cutter. You could make, oh, why is this sticking all the time? So this is 5 1/2. So you could do 4 by 5 1/4 or 4 by 5 pictures instead of 4 by 6. That would work, right? Yeah. So 4 by 5 instead of 4 by 6. Maybe I should do that. I'll do both. I'll cut out, if I have enough white here, I'm going to do smaller pictures and then I'll lay it out and take pictures and show you guys what I'm thinking. I also pre-cut, I had brought, so if you have the paper pumpkin with the butterflies, it has, I can't remember if it was rose gold or if it was champagne, but either way it has metallic paper if you don't have any other metallic paper. I happen to have some rose gold foil paper, so I cut a hooray in the rose gold. So I have that. Where did I put that? Yeah. So this still needs, I feel like even smaller pictures might fit better on here. Either way. This just seems too big, too much space, but we can make it work. Should I do, I feel like we need maybe rose gold down here. So I'll do some smaller ones with the pieces of cards that I cut up. So 6 1/4. Yeah, I think smaller ones here would be better. some 3x3s. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, yeah. You could do some 3x3s here. That could work. And then maybe put I don't know, I feel like it needs blue again. The rose gold just doesn't, unless I do a rose gold and, or no, Moody Mauve, I believe is the, you could do something like that. Go across. Okay, this is gonna take me more than a quick minute. I just wanted to show you the possibilities that you could do beyond the paper pumpkin. I'm gonna keep working on this. I will take pictures and post the finished layouts, or I'll give a couple of options for layouts. And I'm off camera, I just realized. Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, this would make a nice birthday page. My boys just had birthdays, so maybe I have to go more masculine and use it for their birthdays. But yeah, hopefully you have a great rest of your week. I will be back in my craft room next Wednesday. So I will have, and I'm so missing, my pre-order for the mini catalog arrived on Monday, the day I left. So it's waiting for me at home. I can't even like pull it out and play with it and look at it and plan. So I'm excited to be home to do that. So expect to be able to see some sneak peeks next week. And then the mini catalog goes live in September. So you'll be able to get your hands on it as well. All right, hopefully you have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next week, and I will share these soon. All right, bye.